Hi, everybody. My name is Dr. Michael Boroff. I'm a psychologist and the mental health program manager for Crossover. And I want to talk to you in this video about how to make mindfulness more accessible for those of you who are maybe a little reluctant or feel like you don't have time in your schedule to practice mindful meditation. I can certainly identify when I first started getting exposed to mindfulness, I had some of those same concerns, and it felt like there were some barriers to kind of adopting that practice. Um, so I want to give you some tips about how, even with the busiest, most impossible schedules, you can practice mindfulness every single day. When you think about why we're talking about mindfulness so much in the stress management domain, we have this idea that we can be in multiple places at the same time and multitask. And the reality is, one, we're horrible multitaskers. We're actually really bad at it. And two, it's really actually stressful. Part of what mindfulness does is it pulls us into the present moment. It allows us to focus on just one thing. And even when that things can be like not the most desirable thing, it actually is less stressful to just be doing that one thing than to have your mind in a bunch of different places at once. Um, so when we think about mindfulness, oftentimes what people think about is kind of meditating. Their eyes are closed, they're focusing on their breathing, maybe somebody's guiding them, and it takes them through this kind of long process. And that's one way to be mindful, and a really great way. And I really do love for people to have that kind of practice, but there are other ways of approaching it. And when we think about what the core ingredients to being mindful are, you're doing one thing at a time. So you're in the moment, participating in just that one thing. You're observing what's happening inside you and around you, and you're doing all of that non-judgmentally. That's kind of what makes something mindful. And you can mindfully listen to music, mindfully go for a run. There's so many different activities that we do every day can be done mindfully. And so oftentimes when I'm introducing mindfulness to somebody, what I ask them to do is what I call mini mindfulness exercise. And that involves picking something that you do every single day that's no more than a minute long. And the most common example I use is brushing your teeth. Most of us brush our teeth once, twice a day. Um, and I don't know many people who brush their teeth mindfully. We're doing a bunch of other things. We're have our phone in our hands or we're doing it. We're thinking about what else we need to do. And we're never really focused on the actual task of brushing our teeth. And this is just one example, and I can list some others. But in a mini mindfulness exercise, what you would do is commit to actually, if we're going to do the brushing your teeth example, brushing your teeth mindfully every time you do it for a week. And so that would mean actually focusing in on where in your mouth the toothbrush is, the sensations of the bristles against your teeth and gums. Are you actually getting all of your teeth and gums, the taste of the toothpaste in your mouth? Just actually, any points where you have sensitivity or pain, actually focus just on that. And if you notice any distractions coming in, thinking about what else you have to do, anything like that, you just notice them and you just bring your attention back to brushing your teeth, washing your hair, or enjoying your first cup of coffee in the morning, whatever it is you choose to do that's part of your daily routine. Just committing to focusing on doing just that one thing. And notice how it feels. Notice how it feels before you began it, and notice how you feel afterwards. And what people often find is that even that small chunk of time, the fact that they were just focused on that one thing, felt really good. And it made them aware of these things that they were just missing every day. So that is my introduction to kind of mini mindfulness for you, and would really encourage you to adopt that practice and see what happens. Hope that's helpful. Thanks.